Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Price Links. My name is Phil Flynn. I'm Senior Market Analyst at the Price Futures Group, as well as a Fox Business Network contributor. Commodities, an incredible rally yesterday. Iron ore, a record high, a record move. When we have those kind of moves, we want to talk to a guy who told us commodities were coming back. Todd Horwitz. Hello, Todd. How are you?
Phil Flynn, how are you?
Todd, you were one of the few bulls that stuck it out during the dark times. You said, listen, this is overdone. Things are crazy. The market seemed to justify your position yesterday.
You know, I think it's right, and I think one of the things you look at here is you find value. And one thing we know about commodities versus equities and other things is commodities are on their own. They don't have a CEO. They don't have anything to do with it. It's either they're good, we need them, or we don't need them. And what they did is they created a little bit of a shortage. They created a little bit more demand. And they kept convincing everybody that we had to kept going lower. And as you know, when we continue to push down on something, eventually the pushback's going to come the other way. And I think we're seeing a higher demand now. I think we're seeing more fundamental reasons why commodities should be going higher. But we knew they were a value play when they'd actually destroyed them into nowhere land.
You know, but Goldman Sachs says, hey, be careful. This is a false rally. Don't believe what we're seeing on the screen. This is just, craziness. There's still an oversupply of copper. There's still an oversupply of iron ore. And the Chinese, export data might agree with that. I mean, it fell 25% month over month, the worst year since the depths of the Great Recession. But you're seeing beyond that. You think the market's a little bit overdone here, but you still like the long side.
I love the long side still. I'm looking at, as a trader, I would look to be a short-term short maybe in some of it. Not all of it. I still think that space is really good. I think Goldman Sachs is really a buyer. I think Goldman Sachs has got trapped themselves here a little bit. One of the problems is when the big banks come out and make these major announcements, go look at the commitment of traders, see where their position actually stands.
Right.
They don't actually stand in this position right here. They stood a little bit to the long side, and they're looking to continue to buy. I think that this is more of a air of garbage from Goldman Sachs and the big banks versus them actually being short oil.
Well, for oil right now, they're saying, hey, this lifeline is going to bring all this production back online, and this is the worst thing you can have because that means production won't fall. But I'm not buying that, are you? These guys are cutting back spending in an incredible way. Do you think as soon as oil prices get a little bit of a rally, they're going to bring these rigs back on?
Absolutely. Phil, you and I both know one thing, okay? The oil companies are in business to do what? To make money.
Right.
Okay? They are now starting to recoup some of their money because they're now driving prices higher again. They're not going to be coming back online so quick until we have more demand. You're not going to see any rig going up. You're not going to see all this stuff coming back until that supply gets depleted. And it won't take long to deplete that supply if they continue to stop making it. And that's one of the things you have to look at. Forget about all the day-to-day nonsense that everybody's trying to convince you what's going on. Commodities look to be a buy. They were a buy. They still look good. The market itself looks good. There's going to be money coming out of the equity markets. It's got to go somewhere. It's probably going to go into the commodity space. Unless we're going to quit driving, eating, and doing all the other things, commodities look like the place to still be.
All right, be in commodities unless you give up eating, driving, and what was the other thing?
Heating your house.
And heating your house. All right, Bub, thanks for being here. You put it in such plain terms for the average Joe. What's your website?
BubbaTrading.com. Check it out.
Check it out. It's a great webcast, and you're going to love it. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Price Links.